Hopefully I caught you in time, because if you are looking for what to get dad for Father's Day, this is a video you might want to watch. All right, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, and this is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit, as hopefully I've got some suggestions that might help you in what you can get your dad, your father for Father's Day. As you know, my friend, as my guy Dedrick over on his channel kind of mentioned, ties, okay, socks, wallets, fragrance. Fragrance is what a lot of us are looking for. All right, so I've got 7 suggestions for you as far as things that I think might make good pickups for that father, your dad in your life. All right, whether he's stepdad, bonus dad, actual dad, uncle who's taken on the role of dad. We know how sometimes all of those things kind of converge together. But whoever you are celebrating for Father's Day, these are some things that you might want to put on your radar and look at getting for them. And here's the thing, this is no clones edition, right? We can of course do a clone edition. I may do that, but I wanted to do something that was just, if we're going to honor, let's honor, right? And so all of these are original fragrances. All of them are from either designer or independent niche houses. All right, let's jump into it. Not in a particular order, not in a number 1, 2, 3, not anything like that. These are just kind of as I grab them and as they're sitting right here on my desk to discuss with you. All right, the first one up is one that I really am enjoying from Ralph Lauren. This is Ralph's Club Elixir. This one, I know it's a fresh but kind of spicy fragrance. The leather dry down in this really just kind of comes out very nicely in this. This is now the Ralph's Club. I have the perfume as well. That one's a good one as well. But for me, just the kind of, for celebrating dad, just as far as a kind of a grown scent, because dads, whether you are 25 or 52, 53, whatever your age may be, there's some maturity, hopefully, with your father, right? If you're 5 years old, you're not buying dad a gift, right? But if you are celebrating a father of 5 or of a 5-year-old, this is kind of still something that might be apropos. Again, Ralph's Club Elixir, nice, fresh, spicy, with a nice leather dry down. Yep. So that's one that definitely will put on the radar. Next one is one that, let's just be honest, it's kind of a given on the list. This is just kind of, in some respects, to be expected. It's one that I think most men appreciate. It definitely is a mass appeal type of fragrance, has a mass appeal type of reach. And so I had it. I said, we're talking about what to get dad. This is something, if you haven't thought about it, I know your dad would probably go for some Bleu de Chanel and the Parfum edition. Yep. Any of them are pretty good, right? So if it's, either the EDT or the EDP, they're all good bangers. This one right here, though, is just mine of choice and would make a great Father's Day gift for that man in your life. This is or that father in your life. This is very much a fragrance that kind of just is very versatile. It works in a variety of situations. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it to work, you can wear it to church, you can wear it in a variety of scenarios. And so it is a nice functional fragrance that just slaps. All right. So Bleu de Chanel, another one to put on your radar for Father's Day. All right. Next one. Now this is your classic dad type of fragrance. This is a classic type of scent, in my opinion. This is a fragrance that, in my opinion, kind of is a throwback to eras gone by, if you will, if that makes sense. It reminds me, or gives me the feel, if you will, of that classic 60s, 70s type of dad who is just about business, doing what he needs to do, is mowing the lawn every day just because he needs to keep his edges nice and neat and crisp. This is that type of a fragrance, but this is John Varvatos Vintage. Now, yeah, this you open up with some sweet fruits, or not fruits, but sweet woods, if you will. And then there's some tobacco in the bottom of this that just works well. This, again, this is kind of I would put this as a classic gentleman's type of scent. This is the type of scent, I think I've given this explanation or this imagery before, but this is the type of fragrance that you might smell if you're going to one of those old classic steakhouses where they've got pictures of the Italian family, you know what I'm saying, on the wall. There's probably been a couple of dirty deals done in the background of this restaurant. This is that type of fragrance that you might wear at your steakhouse that is controlled by the mob or whatever it might be, right? Just this, go with me, right? But this is John Varvatos Vintage. All right. Next one is one of my favorites from one of my favorite houses as far as niche houses. This one is Black Gold. Now, this, if you're not familiar with Mancera, you know, this is my introduction for you. If you are familiar with Mancera and all you know is either Cedrat Bois or Red Tobacco or Instant Crush, let me bring this to the forefront for you. This is probably, I think when I last did my ranking of Mancera, this is my number one fragrance. This right here. You've got lavender up top, so you've got some florals up top, but then you've got just this nice leather dry down in the bottom. It's musky. It's a great fragrance. It is my number one from the House of Mancera. This is it. And so again, if you're talking about dad and something to get on dad's radar and something to get him for Father's Day, you might want to see if you can get a bottle of this Black Gold by Mancera. He will appreciate it. All right. Next one is one that this is from an independent niche house as well. This is one that I think could be signature scent worthy. This is a fragrance that, in my opinion, could work as a nice signature scent type of fragrance. This one, if I remember correctly, it's got pineapple. I need to know that there's some pear. There's some birch in this. This slaps. Lazar King is one that, yeah, this could be a nice. It's a nice, but this is also I don't want to say aggressive. This is a potent fragrance that, one, projects, two, it lasts. I know I've mentioned this before, but he does 50% oil concentration in his fragrances, which means that it's going to last for a while. You can check this out, but yeah, definitely check out Nazar King. That's another thing that you might check out as far as another fragrance to get on your radar for a gift for dad for Father's Day. All right. Next one is another one of what I would call a big dog scent. This is one of those scents that are just for the guys that know what they're doing. They know how things are going down and all that fun stuff. This is a nice, mature, but not old. Mature, but not old. Fragrance. Terre de Mes, Eau Intense Vetiver is another one that you might get on your radar as a gift for dad. You can pick it up anywhere that your fragrances are sold. If they've got Hermes, you probably can get this there. But this right here is a nice office fragrance. It is a nice fragrance just for out and about type of things, and something that your dad will probably appreciate. So again, Terre de Mes, Eau Intense Vetiver. All right. And then the last one of my 7. Yep, I just want to make sure I gave them all to you. The last one of my 7 from the House of Prada, we got Prada Black. This nice, warm, musky, ambery fragrance. Yeah, this is one that your dad will appreciate and mom or the woman in his life will appreciate as well. All right. This is that type of a fragrance. It's a nice fragrance for those intentional evenings. It's a nice fragrance to still wear around. It can work in the office, but it is a little more, it's a little more than just, for an office fragrance. I wouldn't necessarily always wear this as an office fragrance. I think I've worn it occasionally, but it finds its home more in social settings, in my opinion, as opposed to corporate settings. But you're looking for something for dad, Prada Black, definitely want to check that out as well. All right. That is my 7 fragrances that you might want to check out, put on your radar if you're looking for a gift for dad. Go ahead and place the orders now. In fact, check in the description. I've got some discount codes that might be helpful in purchasing some of the things, or at least getting some of the samples of them, if not. And that's it, I think, for this one. Again, do me the favor, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notification, share, meet me in the comments. And then, of course, the video here and the video here are all for you to check out at your pleasure, at your leisure. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.